Please, tell me more.
I write computer software to enhance the functionality of internet web pages. My code runs on millions of web browsers around the world.
That is absolutely fascinating, I think. What development tools do you use?
Notepad.
Excuse me. You use the generic text editor utility that has been around since Windows 3.1?
Well, sometimes I use Notepad++. That has some color in it.
Oh, I see. What does your code do?
My code improves the end-user experience by reacting to events such as mouse clicks, key presses, and input errors.
Do you connect to a database?
No.
Do you read and write text files?
No.
Do you render HTML on the client side?
No.
Do you perform complex mathematical calculations?
No. Well, I could, but it would be faster to solve them on paper.
Do you interface with external devices?
I can read from the keyboard.
Well, that's something to be proud of. What types of applications do you work on?
Last month I coded a method to validate postal codes in Nigeria.
Cool. Did you put your code into production?
Well, I sort of realized that, like, JavaScript supports regular expressions. My method was replaced with one line of code.
Do all web browsers support JavaScript?
All web browsers support JavaScript, except when they don't. The implementation of JavaScript is at the discretion of the browser manufacturer. As a result, I am obligated to support multiple versions of JavaScript when I write my code. Someone out there may still be running Internet Explorer 5 and I need to account for that. It's a moral imperative.
Please tell me, what kind of language is JavaScript?
JavaScript is an imperative, interpreted, object-oriented, loosely typed language. It appears similar to C++ and Java, with English-like keywords and basic data types.
That is utterly fascinating and intriguing, probably. I must know more.
JavaScript permits me to use a variable without declaring it. All I have to do is assign a value to it. JavaScript determines the data type, based on what I store in the variable.
That is a good thing, right?
A loosely typed language such as JavaScript does not bog down the programmer with tedious declaration statements and explicit data type conversions.
I see. How did you learn your craft? Did you go to college or did you obtain a highly valued commercial certification?
Google.
Google?
Yes, Google. Whenever I need to solve a problem, I just type it into a search engine and find a snippet of code that works.
Indeed. You must be extremely valuable to your employer. What job did you have before becoming a JavaScript developer?
I used to be a professional wrestler in Brazil. Before that, I was employed as an